What's going on? So word came out that Michael Jordan, um, one of the greatest basketball players ever, one of the greatest marketing athletes ever, iconic, etc., etc., is selling some shares of his basketball team, the Charlotte Hornets, to a couple of cats out of New York investors, etc. Basically, it's like a balance out. He's still gonna have the majority ownership, which is glad for me. You know, because I always think black ownership is very important. Um, but let me be real and cut to the chase. He's one of the greatest basketball players ever. Some think he's the greatest. That's debatable, but he's definitely left a legacy on the court. And as a marketer, he's been one of the greatest ever. However, as an owner, he sucks. He's one of the worst owners ever. Uh, from the days in Washington with Kwame Brown to going to Charlotte Adam Morrison, he just can't get it right. And he can't seem to keep attracting people because he lost Kemba Walker to Boston. And he gets stuck with run-of-the-mill cats, and he just can't, and it is truth to what people say. Usually great players don't make great GMs, owners, etc., or head coaches, because it takes a special type to balance that out. Now, I will say Jerry West was one of the greatest, rare examples, but most don't turn over. Most don't. It's very tough to balance the two because your instincts and your competitive juices are flowing. And Bill Russell showed that you could be a player coach, and again, very rare. That's not usually the norm. It takes a special talent. But Charlotte is one of the lowest rated owned franchises in pro basketball. Because basically, without the NBA association, they would be under $1 billion, and that's a lot of loot, no doubt. But considering how long they've been around, and then you got to figure his logos everywhere. Let me be realistic. Kids and cats in general do not rock no Charlotte Hornets unless you live there. Nobody rocks those. They rock his logo. They don't even acknowledge Charlotte. And now without a Kemba Walker there, it's going to be kind of hard unless they do something miraculously, you know, because his presence on the court and his presence there just ain't getting it done, you know. I always said that if Jerry Reinsdorf was a man of any kind of dignity and class, he'd have given Michael Jordan at least 50% ownership of the Bulls. Should have put that in his will because let's be realistic. He put that team on the squad. Now, it's commendable that Michael Jordan is from Charlotte and he back home but come on now. That's where he should be acknowledged. He should have that ownership there. But I understand. If you got to make a profit, and he said from a technological and from other aspect, but you got to have the right pieces in place, and they just don't attract nobody. But anyway, give me your thoughts and takes about Michael Jordan agreeing to sell some parts of the Charlotte Hornets because he's the only African American owner in the NBA in a land where there's more players, but there's lack of ownership. And this always concerns me because I always talk about the importance of having black ownership in sports and in general. Give me thoughts and takes about that, how he's been as an owner. And he was a great player, but it just didn't translate to ownership. Give me your thoughts and takes. Hit the like and subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Have a good day. Peace.